So it looks like we have somewhat of an update on our tight end, Jelani Woods. Second round pick last year. He showed some flashes, and we're hoping for a big year this year. And it looks like that's going to come to a halt. The start isn't going to be what we had hoped for. It seems that Jelani Woods has torn his hamstring. Now, since it was training camp, it was early on, they don't really have to come out with a set in stone with an official injury report. But the other day, Nate Atkins asked Shane Steichen, what's up with the hamstring injury? How's it going? Shane Steichen answers with, hopefully he'll be back sooner than later. So, go back to OTA's minicamp, didn't participate then, came into training camp saying, yes, I'm going to be ready, fully healthy, ready to go. Fourth practice in, and we haven't seen him since. Haven't seen him in any preseason games. Again, snap in any preseason games. Just have not seen him. And it sucks. This is a tight end. This is a player that we were hoping coming into this year that was going to be able to take the next step. That was going to be able to show us that he is a very good tight end option. That he would be a great tight end. But that's come to a halt. The start to this season is not what we had hoped for. And I looked it up. Quick Google search. So if I'm not right, I apologize. But it could take 3 to 8 weeks for a torn hamstring. That's a pretty wide margin of, 3 weeks. Obviously, it's been 3 weeks, not back. So the grade must be bad. It must be a pretty bad tear. We don't know when he's going to be back. We have he's out indefinitely. Haven't gotten any stern reports. They have not reported exactly what the injury is. So right now, we're sitting on the edge of our seats. Is he going to be ready for week 1? I don't know. We're not really going to know until we see the injury reports, the weekly practice injury reports, the daily. We won't know until then. And it's unfortunate, but I will say that tight end Kylan Granson has had himself a very nice preseason. He was consistent, making big-time catches here and there, and especially in the Eagles game. He made a few nice catches, tried coming back to one pass that was really difficult to come back to. I'm surprised he even got there. Ultimately hit the ground, was incomplete, but his effort and his playmaking ability really showed in preseason this year, these last 3 weeks. I really liked what we've seen from Kylan Granson. I think he's probably going to be our tight end 1. Now I know Mo Alley-Cox is listed as our tight end 2 right now, behind Jelani Woods, but would not be shocked if Mo Alley-Cox is cut. We have too many young tight ends that have a lot of potential. The room has kind of not necessarily outgrown him, but the room has. I just don't think there's room in this tight end room for for Mo Alley-Cox. He's been here for 5 years. We're hopefully expecting. We were hopefully going to see a big time jump last year, year before. Never seen it. It's time to move on. Pretty sure he's future ceiling. He is a good blocker, but Kylan Granson is actually a good blocking tight end as well. I don't think many people realize how good of a blocker Kylan Granson is. Now, coming out of SMU, I believe he was our 3rd or 4th round pick. A lot of people thought that was very high for him. Now, he has not played a ton, but he has shown a lot of potential, a lot of flashes. He's got a chance to be a pretty good tight end for us. And with Jelani Woods out, this is his shot. You got Mo Mallory, young tight end, the rookie out of Miami. We have Drew Ogletree. I didn't call him Alec Ogletree. I've been better with that. I don't know why I've always called him Alec Ogletree by accident. But Andrew Ogletree has had a nice preseason. He's healthy. So there's just too many tight ends in this room that are young, have a lot of potential, have shown flashes. There's no reason to keep Mo Alley-Cox in the room. But hopefully Jelani Woods could come back sooner rather than later. Like Steichen said, maybe Steichen doesn't even know 100%. Maybe Jelani Woods doesn't really know 100% when he will be back. They may have a more specific timetable than we do, but that doesn't mean that they know exactly when he's going to be back. Will he be back week 1? Will he be back week 2? I would hope at the latest he would be back at week 3. If he tore his hamstring, Google said 3 to 8 weeks. If it's 3 to 8 weeks, he tore it 4th practice or training camp was at the beginning of August or at the end of August. We're in the 4th week. So it's got to be at least halfway there. but we don't know the grade. We don't know anything about it. So if we give it 4 more weeks, we have this week, no preseason games or getting a week off. You got week 1, week 2, week 4. Week 4. I completely forgot about 3. Yeah, there's no week 3. So, by week 3, that would be the 8th week. We'd be back week 3, week 4. It seems like week 4 would be the latest. But considering we don't know exactly what the grade is, exactly what the injury is, we just can't put a timetable on it ourselves. We really can't. We just don't know. But it does seem like he's dealing with the torn hamstring. It's been out this long, but hamstrings are they're no walk in the park. Sometimes you think, oh, it's fully healed, it's back, but then all of a sudden, nope, it's nagging you again. It's a tricky injury. And hopefully Jelani Woods can come back sooner than later. We have high hopes for him this year. But if Kylan Granson comes out and balls out, he's going to be the tight end 1 until Jelani Woods takes it back. Just how the NFL works. And it sucks. Injuries can really set you back, but it's just business. It's just how the NFL is. It's, unless you're a superstar player or, a first-round pick or whatever, second-round pick or a high pick, it's difficult to progress in the NFL if you're not proven, especially. If you're proven, it's a little different. You kind of get a little slide if you get an injury. But when you're still trying to prove yourself, it hurts. Got all these young guys, Will Mallory, Andrew Ogletree, Kylan Granson, all hungry for a spot. They all want their money. They all want a new contract. They have a while yet, but they all want a big contract. They all want big money. They're all fighting hard. So hopefully he come back sooner or later so he doesn't get pushed on the chart. I don't think he will. He's a very good tight end. He's got a ton of potential. He runs, the way he moves for how big he is impressive. His hands coming out of, was it Virginia Tech? I think it was Virginia Tech, were raw. He had some work to do with catching. But he showed a lot of promise last year. 2023 campaign, it's not starting the way we hoped. But it's okay. We got to move on. Next man up. And that's going to be it for this video. Before we get out of here, I do want to give our members a shout out. Thank you, Marshman Gunner, and thank you, Red the Rat, for becoming members. But don't ever feel like you have to become a member to become a part of this community. I'm going to include you either way. But if you do become a member, you're going to get a little extra back. You're giving a little extra to the show, so you get a little extra back. Like the shout outs at the end of every video. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. It's the JDW Sports Talk Show. Signing off.